Hey there, welcome to day 44 of our Be You annual challenge. Be a better you annual challenge. We're doing one thing every day this year to be a better version of ourselves. Today's topic is self-esteem and confidence. What do they have to do with each other? I'll share 7 ways that you can increase your confidence and by increasing your self-esteem. And we'll talk about an exercise that I have found to be so powerful. I originally learned it from Louise Hay, but we'll talk a little bit about it. It's called the mirror exercise. We're going to start practicing it today, and I encourage you to practice it every day from now on, actually forever. There's some things that we can do, like brushing our teeth, bathing, eating, sleeping, going to the bathroom. We do them automatically every day. And if you can make this exercise one of those things you do automatically, the impact it'll have on your life is kind of mind-boggling. All right, so what the heck is self-esteem, and what does it have to do with our confidence? Self-esteem, nobody's born with high self-esteem, right? We're just born, we're kind of a blank slate, and we go from there. And based on our experiences, how people treat us, the things that happen to us, we develop a sense of who we are and our worth and value in the world. Self-esteem to me is something that is a part of our lifelong journey. We have to create it. We have to build it. We have to nurture it. We have to protect it as we go throughout this crazy journey of our lives, right? Good and bad happens every single day. I used to think, and I catch myself asking my granddaughter whenever she comes home from school, she's in daycare, or not daycare, she's in day school. She's in a great outdoor active kid program, which is perfect for her. And every time she comes home, I ask her, well, did you have a good day? How was your day? I guess I say, how was your day? And then she'll say good or bad, or good and bad, or bad. And I'm like, am I setting her up to focus on the negative? And so I want to maybe tweak that a little bit. That's a total aside that I just thought of. Anyway, what are some ways that we impact our self-esteem and the self-esteem of the people we love and care about the most, right? Or the people that we work with. It's part of our role in life to set a good example, and also to treat people the way we want to be treated. And that means nurturing and growing and helping them with their self-esteem, right? So what are some ways we can increase our self-esteem and maybe even help increase the self-esteem of other people? Number 1, we can practice positive self-talk. I don't know about you, but I've been practicing positive self-talk since I realized that I had a voice going on in my head, and it was usually negative. Number 2, we want to set and achieve small goals. Why small goals? And I'm a big goal, lifelong legacy goal person for the most part. But I also know that along the way of creating anything that we want, we have to have little goals. So maybe you have a goal that says, I will talk to one new person today, or I will speak up in a meeting, or raise my hand in class, whatever it might be. Number 3, surround yourself with supportive people. People we hang around with have an incredibly powerful impact on us. If we let them, if we're in an environment that isn't ideal for us right now, we can steel ourselves and put a little bubble around ourselves and protect ourselves from letting those negative things or negative situations get at us and destroy us. It's up to us whether we're destroyed by things or not, or negatively impacted by things or not. And that's really hard when you're in one of those negative situations. I speak from vast amounts of experience on this topic. It's hard, but we still have to maintain who we are and our core values and what we stand for and what's important to us, no matter what is going on around us. I think of COVID, and no matter how crazy the world was, we still had to take care of and be responsible for ourselves and our families and those we love and care about. Number 4, embrace your strengths and accept your things you suck at, or that you're not really great at, right? We're all great at some things. We're good at other things. We're mediocre at a lot of things, probably the majority of things. We stink at some things, and we absolutely positively suck and are terrible at others. Usually, those are the things we don't like to do and don't care about and don't want to do anyway. I suck at housework. I know, it's my dirty little secret. I don't like it, so I'm not very good at it. I will often do the minimum to get by, so that's why I don't like when people say, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Because it's not. It's totally not. I choose the level of commitment, time, and energy I put into different tasks based on how important they are to me. Number 5, engage in self-care. Freaking take care of yourself. Again, not always been the best example in my life of taking care of myself, but I realized that if I don't take care of myself, I can't help change the world, make the world a better place, take care of anybody else I love and care about if I'm not eating right, sleeping, taking care of myself, being hydrated, moving my body, etc. And we'll talk about those, of course, when we talk about our physical well-being and self-care. Number 6, step outside of your comfort zone. I don't know how many times we're going to talk about comfort zone this year, probably at least 100. We'll talk about in some way, shape, or form the importance of what our comfort zone is, where it is, how it gets set, why we want to be pushing the edges of that baby all the time. Because everything in our comfort zone, we've already mastered. It's the things we master outside our comfort zone that help us to grow. And then finally, number 7 is practice gratitude. Again, gratitude's another one I will probably talk about over 100 times this year because it's that powerful a secret tool that most people don't even use. Most people don't even realize, and it's free, right? What does it cost you to be grateful or thankful for things that are good in your life? 0. And it has a huge upside, a huge benefit. So let's talk about our exercise today. Our mirror exercise, I probably didn't originally learn this from Louise Hay, but I actually applied it and practiced it when I learned it from her. And her version of it's slightly different than this version that I'm going to share. But this is a good way to start if you've never done a mirror exercise. And the point of a mirror exercise is to allow us to really connect with ourselves and get in touch with who we are inside. Because a lot of times that's buried really, really deep, and we're not paying any attention to it because we're running through our life. So first thing we do is we stand in front of a mirror, we look deeply into our eyes, make eye contact with ourselves, and that's the first step. Then we start to say affirmations. And you can start out with a simple affirmation. The one I learned from Louise Hay was, I think it was, I love myself, and I changed it somewhere along the years. I unconditionally love myself right now. I unconditionally love myself right now. That's the one I use when I don't have something particular I want to focus on. That's the one I use. You say the affirmation. Start setting a timer and doing it for 30 seconds. You're not going to realize, if you've never done this before, how long 30 seconds is if you've never done this exercise. 30 seconds of looking yourself in the face and telling yourself you're awesome is probably some of the best things you can do to counteract all the negative that's going on in our world, in our lives, and in our own heads, right? Because we pick up all that negative crap along the way, and the outside world might not be telling us the negative things, but we're still playing those old tapes in our head and over and over and over again, thousands and tens of thousands of times a day. And that is what slows us down from getting what we want and being a better version of ourselves. So then, this is hard too. Speak the affirmation out loud. Say it out loud while you look yourself in the eye in the mirror and notice what comes up. I guarantee it's going to be super duper hard for about a week. Sometimes, for me, whenever I give up anything or do anything or try anything new, like that's a challenge for me physically or personally, usually takes me about 10 days before I can say, okay, I got this. I can do this. It's going to be a habit for me now. I think of examples in the past where I've challenged myself to give up sugar for 30 days or something. And the first day is okay because I'm excited about it. The second day is usually okay. By the third day, I already want to quit. Sometimes by the second day, depends on what's going on and what I'm giving up or what I'm challenging myself to do. And this will be no different if you've never done it before. I actually do it every day. I don't do it well enough every day, but I try to remember to do it every day. I don't like to look at myself in the mirror that much. Why? For a lot of reasons, but they all come up when I do this exercise. So stand in front of the mirror, look yourself in the eye, take a deep breath, and start to say affirmations. Or I say start with one. Pick one that you want to work on the most. And then when you've got that one, so that it doesn't make you cry or make your eyes water or bring up stuff that from your past or bring up stuff that's going on right now, before you add another one or a different one or others. You can do this as many times a day as you want. Whenever you walk by a mirror, you can say, I unconditionally love myself right now. You don't have to say it loud, but say it loud and with conviction, at least in your head. If there's other people around you, you don't want them to hear. You can do it when you're driving to work in the rearview mirror. Glance up in the rearview mirror, say your affirmation, and keep your eyes on the road. Please keep your eyes on the road. So that is our topic for today. I would love to know how it goes if you've never done this before, or if you're a massively mastered practitioner. Share that in the comments below so it encourages other people to know that they can do it too, right? All right, if you have any questions, if you're struggling with this, if you need some help or some coaching to get you through, just hit me up and ask, okay? Have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.